Hey everybody, DeLongshot Signatures here. This is episode 53 of my 2025 TTM Returns, and we have 17 through the mail successes to share so far this week. I have had some failures recently, just some RTSs. I think one of them was refused. It was a former Lions player. I think it was Jeff Backus. And then another one where I don't know what happened, but we'll go on to the successes, and there's a lot of them, so I will try to get through this quickly. You know how that goes. First one is a NWSL return, coming back 2 of 2 in 119 days from Tyler Leslie. She signed 2 of these Parkside cards for me. We got a former NHL goaltender. He signed 2 of 2 in 77 days. Jeff Zatkoff, who is a member of one of the Penguins Stanley Cup runs. Got a former NFL tight end who signed 1 of 1 in 13 days, Tom Beer. Been meaning to send to him for a while. I just kept forgetting. Then we have a former MLB player. He signed 2 of 2 in 28 days. Do believe he is $5 per. This is Cleon Jones. Both of those came out great. Knew that one was going to be coming back because I had seen that he had cashed the check that I had sent him. Got some bowlers here. First guy signed 2 of 2 in 18 days. This is Pete McCordick. I could be wrong, but I want to say he is a member of the PBA Hall of Fame, but on a merit basis. I could be confusing him with someone else. I've gotten so many people back recently, I can't remember it all. Then the other bowler signed 1 of 1 in 16 days. This is Philip Ringener. We got a college football quarterback. I believe this is the first quarterback that we have gotten this year. He is not on the draft tech prospects list for the NFL draft. I want to say he's a FCS guy who transferred to FBS. Got to play a couple games last year, and he is, I believe, still the starting quarterback. Where is this one? Oh, there it is. For Washington State, he signed 2 of 2 in 12 days. Zevi Eckhouse. But I've had pretty decent luck with Washington State guys, whether it's pulling their autograph or writing to them. And then I purchased a Gardner Minshew autograph several years ago, and I bought it for $2. And then at one point, that same card was worth like $75. Now it's probably worth $10. So, that happens. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get Cam Ward, but I have gotten several other Washington State players, quarterbacks mostly. Then we have someone who is a draft prospect here. He signed 2 of 2 in 13 days. This is safety for Duke, Terry Moore. Both of those came back looking great, signed in silver. This guy's a bit of a long shot, but that's what we're about here at DeLongshot Signatures, to be a draft pick. But he was ranked as one of the punters who could be taken in the draft, or at least get a chance in the NFL. 2 of 2 in 27 days. This is coming back from TCU punter Ethan Craw. Try and get that in the light there. A bit of a dark photo. And then we have another draft prospect here, one that's a little bit more highly rated. Was actually kind of surprised to see anything come back from this school, considering, everything that's, the school, how big they've gotten over the past couple years and their program and everything. He had it FedEx Expressed sent back to me, so that's not cheap to do when you don't have a business. Unless the school sent it, then maybe that's how they did it. But anyway, he's signed 2 of 2 in 29 days. This is defensive back prospect for Colorado, DJ McKinney. So this one came out really easy to see. This one got dark spotted. You can see it kind of there in the red. But either way, it is signed. Another draft prospect. Hope to see him drafted next April/May. Then we got a hockey return. This was sent to Canada, but it was postmarked from Michigan. So I'm not sure if it was done after customs or if he came to Michigan and sent it out. But he signed two of 1 in 156 days. Mark Osborne. I've gotten him before through the mail, but I wanted to add him to this Leaf Centennial set. And then he included this testimonial, which he folded and signed. So, sorry, I was trying to make it possible for you guys to read that. A little tough when this is vertical and the camera's horizontal. But for anyone who is interested in reading that, there was that. Then we have a former NFL player who signed 2 of 2 in 16 days. This is former fullback Sam Gash, who I want to say maybe made a Pro Bowl or 2 in his career. And also Super Bowl champion. Got another bowler here. One photo did smear, but the shape is still pretty much there, and the other photo came out good. He also included a note. He signed 2 of 2 in 16 days. This is Steve Neff. This one smeared on the back of that photo. Try and read this as best as I can from the side. Thanks for being a big bowling fan. It was a thrill for me to be able to compete with the greatest bowlers of the 70s. Mark Roth, Earl Anthony, Marshall Holman, Billy Hardwick, even bowled on same ABC team 1974 with my early idols, Billy Welu and Glenn Allison. I have a couple of those guys' autographs. I think I have Glenn Allison for sure. I want to say I have Marshall Holman as well. So that's cool. Very nice. Then we got, and if you just watched my Pedregon video, this will look very familiar. 2 signed hero cards back in 8 days from NHRA team JCM Racing. So we got Alexis DeJoria. This one turned out pretty good. Couple light moments with the Sharpie there, but not too bad. And then we also got her teammate Ida Zetterstrom. The hero cards aren't like super glossy, but they do have a little bit of gloss to it. And I don't know if they were just using a bad marker for hers. But thankfully, I got to meet her today and get a better one. One that came out a little bit better. So very happy with that. 3 more and then we're done. We got a former IndyCar driver. He signed 2 of 2 in 24 days. This is Jeff Wood. Did not appear in an Indy 500. Did attempt, but did not make it in. No wins, no podiums, nothing like that. But I've seen some other collectors who are getting back from former IndyCar guys that weren't on those win lists or anything, that I hadn't even heard about, didn't participate in a 500, and I was like, you know what? Why not add more? Then we've got a Bowling Hall of Famer who signed 1 of 1 in 52 days. This is 1984 inductee Mike Durbin, who was inducted for his bowling career and served as a longtime ESPN analyst. It's very cool to add him. I want to say he won 3 majors. And last one, I have been meaning to get this guy forever. He is a fantastic signer as long as you send money. And he signed 2 of 2 in 17 days. I can't remember if he's 10 per or $5 per. But we got former MLB player and MVP Steve Garvey. Signed both of these photos for me. What is there to say? There's a lot to say. Almost 4,000 total bases, over 2,000 hits. I want to say almost 300 home runs. Maybe he was in like 272 or something like that. 10 All-Star games, World Series, 2 to 4 Gold Gloves, Championship Series MVPs. I want to say he won an All-Star MVP. The guy's resume is decked out. He is not in the Hall of Fame. If anyone could tell me why, I know the Baseball Hall of Fame is crazy, and every time I ask this, I say that, and I know. Baseball Hall of Fame is crazy, and there's a lot of guys who should be in that aren't, and a lot of guys that are in who probably shouldn't be, or at least shouldn't have been inducted before some of these guys that are out of it. Is there a particular reason? I know his WAR is not super high. It's only like 38 something on Baseball Reference, which is still high, but not as high as it could be. Is there a reason that he is not in the Hall of Fame? Because I feel like 10 All-Stars, MVP, good counting stats should probably get you the nod. What am I missing? But so far, solid week of returns. Got to have a great day at the Cruz Pedregon thing, so please check out that video if you get the chance. So lots of autographs, lots of ink this week, and we will be going to the U.S. Nationals for 3 days. Hopefully getting a bunch of autographs there. It has treated me well every time that I have gone, so expecting more of that. And Monday, Labor Day, I will not be going to the races. Normally, I would just have the day off of work. We've gotten super busy, and we don't want to fall too far behind. So we are doing a half day of work so that we can still. It was optional, as long as enough of us signed up for it. But doing a half day of work on Labor Day, so that way I can just come straight home afterwards and do some TTM videos, get caught up on all this stuff, and relax and enjoy the holiday. But that is it for this one. I will talk to you guys Monday. Thank you guys for watching. Helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.